Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, and we're going out to a National Historic Site today to activate a POTA location on Bay Verte here in New Brunswick, and we have a brand new toy. Let's go. All right everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to Victor Echo 4812, Fort Gaspereaux National Historic Site on the shore of Bay Verte, or Green Bay in English, here in New Brunswick, and we are going to be testing our new Diamond BB7V vertical antenna. It is the same vertical antenna that me and Victor Echo 9 Alpha Juliet Dmitry used when we were at Hopewell Rocks a couple weeks ago. And this was Dimitri's. I like the antenna so much that I went out and got one, and thanks to the fine folks at GPS Central in Calgary who had it in stock, I had it shipped in a couple days and had it here today, this morning, got it all put together. Now we're taking it out to the field to test. So we're on our way there, and we should be there in a half hour, 45 minutes, get set up and get on the air. Let's carry on with our drive. Oh yeah, VE9 Pup is with me today as well. It's a balmy 10 below zero out today. Should make for a great POTA day. All right, everyone, welcome to Port Elgin, New Brunswick. We're almost at Fort Gaspareaux, Victor Echo 4812. Sorry, the road is really bumpy on these back town roads here in Port Elgin. Now, Port Elgin is a small little village or town in the eastern side of New Brunswick. Pretty much as east as you can go in the province here. And yeah, it's your typical like small town. So we're almost at Fort Gaspareaux. So I'm looking forward to trying out that BB7V. Okay, so one of the things about Fort Gaspareaux that you need to know, that you have to know where you're going, because there is zero signage from the highway that I saw anyways, pointing us here. And I don't believe there's anything really here other than a landmark showing that where the fort used to be, and maybe a graveyard. Me and my graveyards. Anyway, so there's not much here. Reading the reviews online about it, there was a lot of people were disappointed about it coming out here because they thought they would see something like a fort, but there's nothing. There's nothing out here other than I think there's a sign and maybe a landmark, like a plaque. But it's right on the water, which should give us some pretty good propagation. Although I don't think the bands are in that great of shape today, but we'll see when we get there. I did work New Mexico this morning, so on 20. So hopefully we'll cross our fingers, everything's great. But yeah, right here on Green Bay or Bay Verte here in New Brunswick. Yeah, and here comes Fort Gaspareaux. Yeah, not much there. Yeah, so welcome to Victor Echo 4812, Fort Gaspareaux. This is it. This is what you get. Let's take a quick walk around and see what's here before we get set up. So there are some outlines of some land features here that could have been the outskirts of the outside of the fort at one time, but it's very well situated here on the bay here. And if you look across the other side of the water there, that should be where Tiddish is, where we were at a couple weeks ago, activating the park out there at the national park or the provincial park in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. And yeah, so there was at one time there was a fort here. So I don't know if you can read this. Welcome to Fort Gaspareaux, built by French troops in 1751 to prevent the English from penetrating the Chignetto Isthmus. I can't pronounce that. Fort Gaspareaux served particularly as a provisioning base for the forts of Arcadia. When on the 17th of June, 1755, Fort Beauséjour capitulated to General Monckton's army, having only 19 soldiers at Gaspareaux, it was also forced to surrender. Colonel John Winslow took possession of the fort in Monckton's name. Its poor condition, together with general strategic unimportance, led to the English to burn it in September 1756. There you go, there's the history of Fort Gaspareaux. A couple of headstones here, really no markings on it that we can read. So a bunch of anonymous, or a few anonymous people here, and Archie's up on the rocks there. You probably want to go for a swim, but he can't. So there you have it, folks. Fort Gaspareaux, Victor Echo 4812. We're gonna get set up here and get on the air. I'm really looking forward to testing that BB7V. So let's get set up and get on the air. All right, so we got the BB7V set up here, just tied off to this post here on the bridge. See how it works. What a pain to get set up for the first time. I'm sure it'll get better as we go, but oh my God, it wasn't easy. Supposed to just pull it out, but you gotta get the tricks of keeping those sections extended. I'll get it, don't worry, not to worry. All right, we're all set up. See if we're receiving okay on that vertical antenna. Let's see how well it works transmitting wise. So they also say that you need to have an antenna tuner when operating this radio here. So we have the Z100 Plus auto tuner, and we're here on 10 meters, and we're gonna get tuned up, ready to go. CQ Park's on the air, CQ Park's on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, CQ Park's on the air. All right, so we're on 12 meters. First time ever working 12 meters. The new vertical works 12 meters with the antenna tuner. And I'm making a few contacts, made a few contacts on 10, but the band conditions are not that great today. CQ Park's on the air, CQ Park's on the air for Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, CQ Park's on the air. QRZ, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, calling CQ POTA. You got the flag in the background there. My head kind of tilted like this. CQ Park's on the air, CQ Park's on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, CQ Park's on the air. Anyway, we're on 17 meters now, so we're going down the band. We're doing pretty good. The band conditions are not that great, but I'm getting into California really well today. CQ Park's on the air, CQ Park's on the air. This is Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie at Park Victor Echo 4812 QRZ. So we're sitting at 118 QSOs, and we got about an hour to operate, 1 hour to operate, and we're wrapping up. CQ Park's on the air, CQ Park's on the air on 17 meters, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie. All right, so we're taking our normal 10-minute break here at Fort Gaspareaux, Victor Echo 4812. We started at 10, worked our way down. Now we're gonna go on to 20 for the final push. I don't know if we're gonna get any 40 meters in today, but we're gonna finish off on 20, and we're gonna do the last 35 minutes or 40 minutes on 20. We're sitting at about 148 QSOs. We're not doing too bad here at Fort Gaspareaux. Again, there's nothing here, there's no fort. You can see where the fort used to be, and then there's some gravestones over there and a historical marker, but the fort is long gone, because they burnt it down. I think in 1751 is when the British forces burnt it down to the ground, and they never rebuilt because it doesn't have any real significant value here other than what the French had it for, or the Acadians had it for. The new Diamond BB7V is working like a charm. I'm happy with it. We got all the way into Italy, some British Columbia, Saskatchewan, California, like a nice pipe into California today. We picked up a few stations in California on different bands. So that's that vertical. I got it up on 3 of those Princess Auto tent poles, and then got up on the ground, and that's a 21-foot vertical. So it's working really well here today. I'm happy with it. All right, we're gonna go and finish our little stretching our legs here, and then we're gonna go and finish off our activation today here at Victor Echo 4812, Fort Gaspareaux. I got my jacket even undone. It's beautiful. I think it's about sitting at -7 Celsius. Again, that's beautiful by my standards, so I'm not complaining. Who's in it, Arch? Are you digging for stuff in there? Okay, we're gonna go finish off our last push here, and then we're gonna wrap up because I have the Top Prospects game tonight downtown Monckton, so I gotta get back and and I gotta order dinner for Missy and I before I go down to the hockey game tonight. All right, let's go finish off our last bit of our POTA activation here. All right, so our POTA activation here at Victor Echo 4812, Fort Gaspareaux. Look at the perfect day. This BB7V here that we got, the Diamond BB7V. I'm impressed, 194 QSOs with it today. And you notice here we have our Princess Auto poles. We got it hooked onto our Princess Auto pipe here, and it worked really good. Imagine what it would have been like. So I have it up 3 sections, so that's 12 feet. And then I got the whip up 21 feet from there. I'm gonna try next time, if we get out tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get it up another couple sections and see how well it does. The band conditions weren't all that great today, so I'm happy. 194 QSO. That's almost at par with what I did with the end fed halfway. So 20 meters sucked today. It was horrible, but 15 through 10 were okay. I was really impressed with 12 meters. I was impressed with 12 meters today. I've never really focused on the WARC bands before. before, so I was kind of impressed with that. Okay, we're gonna pack up and then we're gonna head home. I gotta order dinner too before I leave. All right, so just like that, our cleanup is done. 10 minutes later, follow the POTA rules of making sure you leave no trace. Can't even tell we were here, other than the logbook. 194 QSOs from Fort Gaspareaux, Victor Echo 4812, here on the North Atlantic Ocean at the Bay Verte here in New Brunswick, one of the most eastern points in the province of New Brunswick. Not the eastern point, because we were at that in our last video at Cape Germain, but this is beautiful. I cannot wait to come and activate this in the summertime. That would be a treat. Okay, folks, I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie. In the car is Victor Echo 9 Pup. Thanks for joining us here at Fort Gaspareaux. We appreciate it, and we will see you in our next POTA outing, whenever that will be. Probably tomorrow. I'm getting a real buzz for this POTA stuff. All right, see y'all later. Over and out.